Hey, good morning from the office. We are back. We just take a little break. We are back Monday morning, 8 a.m. on the East Coast, and a cold one. Okay, Friday, my admission Friday morning was that I turned the heat on for the first time this year. My new admission this morning is I looked for an extra blanket last night. A little cold this morning. Now, first time of the year, we've turned on the heat. Or the season, not the year. Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything this morning. First and foremost, Josh, let's pull up... Let me get to my, let's pull up number 2. And number 2 is, you know, we talk about supporting law enforcement. And we have debates. And we have candidates that will not support ICE. We have governors, candidates for governor that will not support ICE. We have mayors of major cities that will not support ICE. And although this is not a situation where ICE is involved, we continually talk about supporting our law enforcement. Manhunt for accused cop killer inside Atlanta. Now, this is very serious. This is Antoine Tony, Gwinnett County Police. Okay. Antoine Tony, officer here, killed, shot. Police are on the lookout. Okay. They believe 18-year-old Tefarin Maynard fatally shot officer Antoine Tony a day earlier as he checked the report for suspicious car parked near a school in the Snellville area. Okay. Maynard remains at large early Monday and should be considered armed and dangerous. Let's put his picture up. Okay. So this guy is wanted. He is armed and dangerous. And they do think he has left the area. So we just want to let everybody know, and we wanted to start out with that. Armed and dangerous. Maynard, authorities say Tefarin Maynard needs to turn himself in. Gwinnett County Police Chief Butch Harris said at a weekend news conference, if you think you see this guy, immediately call 911. Don't try to do anything. Don't need any heroes out there, okay? But immediately call 911. Police officer killed in the line of duty. Okay, let's go from that. I am just baffled by the fact that people just kill police officers. I'm serious. I don't even know where to go with that. And we discuss being, supporting our law enforcement. And at the same time, we have candidates for offices that just don't show that in their actions. All right, so let me say this. Before we get started, I want you to know there is a show on here at 10 o'clock. I just got sidetracked. I got a text message. ADD already on Monday. But there's a show here every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Instant replay with Dave Garner. I don't want you to miss it today. Head coach Chris Parker will be their guest, Dave's guest this morning. the Pickens Dragons, 9-0, first time in school history they won the region championship for a Region 6 championship. First time ever in the school's history. Friday night against Ridgeland, I was down there. What a football game! Going for a 10-0 perfect season this coming Friday night against Lafayette. And Coach will tell you more about that at 10:15 this morning. Just stay tuned after this instant replay with Dave Garner. Now, last night, okay, I would say this. If you're out there, because I'm going to give you the phone number. If you're out there and you can make heads and tails of the mess that the media has spun in this election cycle, please send me what mess you're able to filter through and give me information on. They are making a disaster out of this. I can see where I don't know how people can figure out what to believe out of these networks with what they are saying concerning some of these races out here. Okay? Our number is 706-889-9700. That's how you get in touch with us right there. You can email me, chief@fetchernews.com, and you can follow us Instagram, Twitter, and join and subscribe our YouTube channel. That being said, last night, I do not know. Now, I may get some criticism here, but I do not understand why. Let's go with number 5. I do not understand why. This is Jake Tapper with CNN, okay? And this is Andrew Gillum, right? Is that his name? He is the mayor of Tallahassee. Tallahassee's a disaster. All right? Now, if you watched this, I'm going to go a step further. If you watched this debate last night, he is the Democrat candidate for governor in the state of Florida. All right? And if you watched this debate last night, and you did not see that they've taken this young man, yes, they have. There's a they here. They've taken this young man, and they're working with him. Sorry, I can see in there my collar's a little up. They're working with him because there may be several other in line or think they're in line, but I picked up something last night. They may think this is the next Barack Obama. Because this guy's very well spoken, and I don't know how I'm going to be perceived here. Okay? This guy's very well spoken. He has clean, crisp answers for all his socialistic ideas. All right, he's totally a socialist, but he has clean, crisp answers for them. And then he has CNN Jake Tapper carrying the water. I, for one, do not understand why Ron DeSantis took a CNN debate. I certainly hope Brian Kemp in Georgia will not do a CNN debate. I would reject CNN. You're a major candidate. I would reject CNN anytime I can to do a debate. The other night, they wanted to do a Beto O'Rourke and Ted Cruz town hall. Ted Cruz, he said no. Okay? So my opinion, and I'm not being negative to Ron DeSantis, but this was a anti-gun, anti-gun, environmentalist, okay, socialist, pre-existing conditions. This was totally set up for this man here. Totally. In fact, this guy had the nerve to say, and this is exactly what he said, and one of the answers, which the answers are relevant, okay? The answers are relevant. Andrew Gillum looked at, go to number 7 there. Andrew Gillum looked at Ron DeSantis at one point and said, "This is not Fox. This is CNN. You have to bring the facts." I mean, why this man took this debate, I don't know. I may be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. The President of the United States of America thinks I'm wrong because he said DeSantis had a great debate last night. Maybe he did. But this thing was 100% set up for Andrew Gillum last night. Why Ron DeSantis took this, I do not know when you have comments like that. All right? They asked, now you're going to say, well, wait a minute, you didn't hear the answers. Yes, I did. I watched 90% of this. Role model. They went after, okay, DeSantis about putting the picture up of his son and reading The Art of the Deal, Donald Trump's Art of the Deal. Go with 21. Do you have 21? MSNBC there. DeSantis ducks answer on Trump as role model. They asked questions last night about Trump being a role model, okay? Gillum was set up to make all of his Trump comments, the Trump tax scam. Gillum is going to take from the 3%, okay? He's going to take from the top 3% the corporations to pay for everything. He's going to take all their money to pay for everything. He says that he's not going to raise taxes. He's just going to push businesses out of Florida. I'm not going to raise taxes. I'm just going to cause unemployment when these corporations leave Florida, okay? So he wants to take the top 3, okay? Pre-existing conditions, minimum wage, gun control, environment, Trump is a role model, healthcare, access for all. The CNN debate with Ron DeSantis. So, this is not Fox News. It's CNN. You have to bring the facts. I am concerned right now. My hope is that the senior citizens of Florida, my hope is that all the talking heads on Florida are wrong and that Gillum does not win the state of Florida, okay? Now, a little humor here, okay? Gillum says last night, put up number, I think it's number 7 again, okay? Number 7, okay? Here's Gillum and Ron DeSantis, all right? So first of all, actually put up 6 really quick. Why in the hell would you sit down and do a debate with Jake Tapper? Why? Why? Okay? So Jake Tapper doesn't ask, go back to 7, doesn't ask Andrew Gillum if he's going to give back Tom Steyer's, the billionaire that wants to impeach Trump, his money. He doesn't ask Gillum if he's going to give back any money that was put in his campaign or around his campaign from billionaire Michael Bloomberg. He doesn't ask Gillum if he's going to give back any of the money that's been pushed in to Florida by George Soros. He does not ask if he is going to be beholden to, okay? They never, I may be wrong, they never ask Gillum if he is going to be beholden to Tom Steyer, George Soros, and Michael Bloomberg and the Hollywood left. No. Okay? But, you know, they don't ask him that. But they allow plenty of room for Gilliam to attack Ron DeSantis as bought and paid for by the NRA. Over and over. Okay? By the NRA. And Jake Tapper asked Ron DeSantis last night, hey, you got money from one of your contributors that called Barack Obama the N-word. Are you going to give the money back? He called Barack the N-word. Are you going to give the money back? And then you said early on in your campaign, monkey it up. They brought race into it. They made DeSantis look, you know, tried to make him look like a racist, monkey it up. Okay? This guy Gilliam tried to say that DeSantis was the, I forget what you would call it, of a racial social media site. So they asked DeSantis, hey, you got money, okay? You got money from someone that called Barack Obama the N-word. Are you going to give it back? You know, if I was DeSantis, I would have looked at one of those questions and I would have said, boy, no matter what it was, I'd have picked some question if I was Ron DeSantis, and I would have looked and said, man, I sure hope I don't monkey this up. Right there with Gilliam on the stage. I would have said it. And then when everybody would have guessed, I would have said, well, I don't know. Barack Obama said, hey, I hope, you know, we don't monkey up this election. So I'm hoping I don't monkey it up. Maybe you don't want, I would have looked right across, maybe you don't want to monkey it up just like Barack said. But no. Republicans. I mean, Ronald Reagan had the 10th. Don't go on CNN, damn it. Everybody may yell at me, and you know, you always think your guy did a good job, and I try not to watch these debates thinking my guy did a good job. I try to watch these debates to watch how everything is poised, everybody is groomed, and how articulate, okay? They're calling this the Nixon-Kennedy debate, damn it! Yes, Google it. Nixon and Kennedy. Oh, they got this black young man. He is smooth. That's one smooth brother right there on the TV. They got him smooth. That brother is smooth. It don't matter what the murder rate is in Tallahassee. That brother is smooth. He is. No matter how bad, no matter if he will not answer for who paid for those trips that his friend within the Tallahassee government there, city government, is under FBI investigation. No matter what it is, that brother is smooth. Last time I seen a brother that smooth, his name was Barack. Just, you can hate me first thing Monday morning. I'm just telling you. Oh, between Soros and all of them, ooh, they got a candidate. One smooth brother right there. Anyhow, I'm probably in trouble for saying that, right? Anyhow, so they want you to believe number 16, CNN, okay? CNN wants you to believe that at a poll they did between October 16th and 20th, that Gilliam's up 54 to 42, has a 12-point advantage. That's what CNN wants to lead you to believe this morning, is that Gilliam is up 12 points on DeSantis. I think they are pouring, folks, so much money, and they brought enough. I don't have time to do it. They've imported enough Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico. All right, they've done everything. Okay, they've imported Puerto Ricans. Okay, they have thousands of them to get them in time for voting. All the above. Today, early voting starts in Florida. Let's see what happens with the great CNN. Joe and Minka are going to Florida. You'll be happy to know Joe and Minka, Joe Scarborough and Minka Brzezinski, Muskrat Love, they are going. Morning Joe is going to Florida. CNN is doing what they can for Gilliam, and we'll see. We will see. Early voting starts today in Florida. We will see. Now, the one thing, this is another poll here, number 20, okay? And this was from 16th to 20. This is the same one. I mean, this is what MSNBC was doing this morning. They're following suit. Didn't mean another poll. This is another network, MSNBC, following suit on CNN's Florida poll, 54-20. As you can see, it's at 4 a.m. Central Time. Okay, so what would that be? 5:02 this morning, or right? Or 6:02, 5:02? Yeah, Central Time. Mayor Andrew Gilliam, 54% to 42%. Ron DeSantis, CNN is doing their part. MSNBC is doing their part. Anything they can to drag this guy across the line there in Florida. I mean, it would be pretty nice if they have two black candidates from Georgia to Florida, and they're trying. Here's a comment that was made last night at the debate. See, he said, this is his quote, okay? This is his quote. I'm black. Put up Gilliam. It's anyone that has Gilliam's picture in there. I don't remember a number. Just give me one. Yeah, okay. He said, I'm black. I have always been black. Okay? This is what Andrew Gilliam says last night. I am black. I have always been black. And as far as I know, I will die black. Okay? When they were putting the racial part of the CNN debate. I'm black, I've always been black, and as far as I know, I will die black. Well, we think there's a possibility he will lie about that also. Because number 29 was born black. Number 30 went through a transition of not being black. And number 31 died white. So there is a possibility out there. Ron Gilliam. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back. We've got to talk about the caravan. Khashoggi, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about a little bit of everything. It is Monday morning, October 22nd. Tomorrow night will be the debate between Stacey Abrams, the Democrat candidate here in Georgia, and the Republican candidate, Brian Kemp. I'm your host, BKP. Let me know what you think of Florida's last night, Florida's debate, and I'll be glad to share it with the audience. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? And I'll point out where the president says I'm wrong. I'll be glad to do that. 706-889-9700, chief@fetyournews.com. And you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube right there. Josh, take us to break.